Okay, from there, go into this folder, into WordPress. If I'm going too fast, you can watch this back or have a look at the guide online. Also with WordPress, they have a 5-minute installation handy guide, which is what I used the first couple of times I did this, which will probably make it easier, probably better than anything that I can put together. So look at the famous 5-minute install. Firstly, it tells you to go and unzip it, which we've already done. Next is create a database on your WordPress server, which we've already done. Next, you need to rename the WP config sample. I'm trying to speak too fast for my own good. Rename it to delete the sample bit. So you come to this page. You need to rename this to WP config. So delete the hyphen sample. Press enter. Next, you need to open it in a text editor. So I think you might be able to open this with Microsoft Text Editor, I'd have thought. 1 second. I normally do this on my PC, which I have a Dreamweaver, but I think you can do this without it because I'm on my laptop at the moment. Let's have a look. Notepad, file, open. Let's go to the desktop. Let's go back to the folder WP config that we need. So make sure you can view all files. WP config. Okay, so it's opened it. So you can do this with Windows Notepad, which you will have on your PC. From there, these are the key things that you need to change. So you can see that there. So database name, the one that we typed in before. So it was database name, the username, which I think I had as username DB, and whatever your password was. I just didn't even really type a password in, just whatever your password is. So if it's whatever your password is, make sure that's right. Leave these two, so it's just the database name, the database username, and the database password that you put in. Them three. Press file and save. You want to save that. So once it's saved, you need to close this. What you need to do now is put, let's open it back up, don't know I closed it. You need to put all these files onto your hosting space that you've just bought. Okay, now the best way to do this is to use FileZilla. Open FileZilla. Make sure that you use the client version that's free, okay? From there, I think all this is actually described in my Build Your Business web guide, so if you've not got that, make sure you head over to my site and get the Ultimate Starter Pack. So, on FileZilla, make sure you download whichever's appropriate for you. So, download the setup and install it. From there, press desktop, save. I'm only going to go through this roughly because you can do this really simpler yourself. So FileZilla setup. Whoops. Okay, just give it a second to load up. Now we'll try and install it. So you can press run. Install it as your usual program. I agree. Anyone? Yeah, let's just keep going through this quickly. Once it's installed, start FileZilla. In the settings that you got with your emails, you just look for a part that says FTP settings. You need to enter these in here. So I don't usually use FileZilla, I normally use Dreamweaver, but if you're just starting out, FileZilla is the most simplest one to use. So you'll have to bear with me while I just see what's what. Open Site Manager. You want to press a new site. Whoops. Type in whatever your host is. You want to type your information in there, so make sure that you go through this type your host in there, type your login name, your username, your password, etc, etc. It's really easy to do. Once you've done that, you'll be able to upload your documents. So once you've set up your hosting account, you'll have your your website there. All you do from there is select all you do from there is select all of these files, and then drag them across to your account. It's not letting me do this now because I've not set one up. Okay, so all you do there is drag them across to your remote host. It'll upload them. For me, it took about 10-15 minutes to leave it to do that. Once you've done, again, WordPress explains all this for you. So WordPress will explain it. Then what you need to do is go to your website. So if your website was, I can't remember what we said now, but I love cars or whatever it was, I can't even remember now what it was, but go to your website and then it will come up with an install button, and what you'll need to do is press install, and then it's going to take you to a page that will look like this. Now this is your back office. You need to log in. I'm only going through this quickly, guys, so make sure that you spend quite a bit of time on this. Then you'll be on your dashboard. This is where you can add new pages, add new posts, and set up themes, etc, so it looks different, and then your site will be up and running, so you can mess about with all this. So as you can see, if I'd have actually gone through with this, it probably took about 5-10 minutes longer by the time I've uploaded it and got the email settings and put my card details in. But you can see that it doesn't take long at all to build your website. So that's how you do it. As I said at the beginning, I'll show you a free way. So Blogspot is one where you can create a free website. So you just go on Blogspot, make a new account, create your blog now, and make it for free. Now you can do either or. You can do a paid one or you can do your free one. I'd suggest doing a paid one. So let's have a look at mine. So this, I've made this with WordPress. My site I made within, I think probably took about 3 hours to get this looking how I wanted it to look. Within about 3 hours. I've not got any content on yet because I'm just building it still. I'm doing these tutorials as I go. So this is my site. This is how good you can make it look with WordPress. Whereas the actual Blogger sites are not that good looking because there's loads of ads on there and it's not the best. So let's look at an example one. So this is someone's Blogspot blog. So again, you can see that it doesn't look anywhere near as good. I suppose it's good that it's free, but it doesn't look anywhere near as good. They don't have any ads on because you can get paid versions, which they've probably got. So that's how you do it. Give that a go. Again, if you're struggling with anything, let me know and I'll be glad to help you out with it. And I'll speak to you soon.